Gwinnett lead over the Tabor Blue Jays, and get a chance to see if Zeke McGranahan can put the finishing touches on this one-run lead. Yeah, you see the beautiful shot there of Old Glory in right field. And with what might be the last three, here's Craig Lawson.
Yeah, we're going to get a pinch hitter, Jay. Colton Flax is going to pinch hit for Sean Reed to lead off here in the bottom half of the ninth. Flax has had just one at bat in the first two games of this series, nothing for one, and he swings at the first pitch, and it's going to be nothing out of two as it's a comebacker gloved by McGranahan, who jogs to first and gives the underhand toss for out number one.
Well, if there was a guy that you'd like to have at the plate when you're down by a run and one out in the bottom of the ninth, this might be the guy.
I think you developed a little bit of a man crush on our boy C.J. Dedeaux back there. He's had a heck of a series. He's been good to finish. Something tells me that somewhere in your past you had a little catching experience.
I did. That's very interesting you would say that. I caught for 2 years in Pony League, so.
There's a pitch down, in for a strike, nothing in one.
And I probably would have continued and caught into Babe Ruth, but I ended up hyperextending a knee, and I became a second baseman, and a pretty good one, by the way.
I just had that appreciation in your voice when you were talking about the defensive efforts of Mr. Dedeaux back there.
I wore the tools of ignorance for a couple of years, and
pitches up high, 1-1.
That's a tough position. I'll tell you what, I was almost glad I got hurt and ended up at second base, because I didn't realize how much more fun it is when you can stand up for the whole game. A lot more enjoyable.
1-1 pitch is up high. Well, you know, I tell you what, I started umpiring when I was 13, and then I wound up playing on a team when I was 14 that nobody had ever caught before. And I said, well, I'll do it.
Wow.
And I think I became a much better umpire because of my 1 year behind the plate as a catcher.
Wouldn't surprise me. Wouldn't surprise me a bit.
Here's the 2-1 offering. Pitch misses. It's now 3 balls and a strike. Dedeaux has struck out and been hit by a pitch twice. The first one in the 5th inning forced in a run, and then he led off the 7th with a hit batter as well. 3-1 offering. Down low, ball 4. So Dedeaux works the walk. Second walk given up by Mann, and it is now the 4th walk given up by the Grizzlies, and again, they've had the 4 hit batters, so they have given up 8 free passes. So you take a look out there and you say, well, it's 13-5 in hits, and you think Georgia Gwinnett's dominating. But Tabor College has had 8 free passes issued, so they've had plenty of opportunities out there. They have stranded a half dozen and had 2 others cut down trying to steal.
Ryan Neufeld, the courtesy runner.
And now Grant Silva fouls one off on a check swing. That one hit off the brick building here down the right field line. Silva, he's 1 for 3. He's had a base hit. When he walked in the 5th, that forced in a run. Granahan, the 4th pitcher, trying to save it for Spittler. That pitch is fouled back. Jonathan Spittler is in line for the win. He was the first guy out of the bullpen today. Right now, Spittler, if they nail it down, would improve to 6-0. Alex Mann is on the hook for the loss. He would drop to 4-3. Give up that home run to Fidanza in the 8th inning, and that's the difference in the ballgame. 2-strike pitch. Just missed outside for a ball, 1-2. A little bit of a setup pitch there, maybe, Jay?
Yeah, it looked like he might have done just that. And I'm wondering if he's going to come and bust him inside now. Let's see if he does. I'll bet he does.
1-2 pitch.
No, he went upstairs.
Stayed up high. Looked like he didn't get on top of a breaking ball right there, is what it looked like to me, and left it way high.
Tried to get the bite on it. It just didn't catch.
2 balls and 2 strikes. Georgia Gwinnett was a 2-1 loser to Oklahoma Wesleyan in the opener, and then they came back and had a 6-0 lead and had to hang on for a win in their second game Saturday as that pitch is line foul down the right field line. And in that victory, it was the man out there right now, McGranahan, who had a 5-out save. He's trying to do one better than that today. So far, he's 2/3 of the way there as he's retired 4 men, but still needs 2 more outs to nail down his 8th save. The Grizzlies trying to stay alive in this elimination game, send Tabor College back home. Here's the pitch. That's a breaking ball away. Might have been a slider. Count now 3-2. And how much of a riverboat gambler are you if you're Tabor College? You've had 2 men thrown out on the bases trying to steal already. But you've got good wheels at first and a 3-2 count to run on. Runner does go. Pitch is foul back. Did not have a great jump, but it really started. I don't think he had a great lead over there. I'd like to see him get a little bit bigger lead if he's going to run. Talking about Neufeld, the courtesy runner.
Yeah, you only had about a 2.5 strike lead over there. And McGranahan, by the way, is really not even paying attention to him. So he might as well go ahead and just take a running start.
And he goes again. Pitch is fouled off again. Comes back near the concession stand. So if you're down there looking for a dog and a soda, heads up.
And there are a lot of people in line for a dog and a soda.
If you're in the area and you haven't made it down to Harris Field, a lot going on today. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Again, the runner goes. Ground ball hit the mound, and it took a big hop into right center field, a base hit. Neufeld around second, heads to third. Now the ball's misplayed in the outfield. They're going to try to send the runner home. Relay throw, not in time, and we're tied at 5. And look at that Blue Jay dugout as Neufeld was running on the 3-2 pitch. It was hit back up the middle, and Jay, that ball hit the side of the mound on the second base side of the bag, first base side of the bag, took a big hop out into right center field, and then first it was Jake Fields who misplayed it, then Kyle Norton bobbled it, and Neufeld was cranked home, and the relay throw not in time, and just like that, the Blue Jays have tied the game, and they put the winning run in scoring position.
And Grant Silva out there at second base kind of turns and has a word with Jared Woods. The second baseman, if I'm not mistaken, he turned to him and said, "How about that?" Like, holy smokes. That was a wild little bounce.
They did charge an error out there. It looked like it could have been, I'll tell you what, if the ball's normal and it stays on the ground, you would have had to make a decision out there at second base to see if Woods would have tried to start the 4-6-3 double play. We'll get a chance to look at it here again, Jay. Hits the mound. That ball's right at him. I don't know if he's got enough time to get the force at second, but he certainly was going to get an out on the play.
Oh, yeah. You were going to get the out at first, and obviously the run wasn't going to score. So,
and I'll tell you what really hurt him on that play is once the ball went into the outfield, they didn't think about, when the ball was misplayed, they didn't line up for a true relay, and so the throw came back into second,
right.
and it was really more directed towards second instead of lining up toward home plate, and that hurt him as well.
And you can't really fault them because obviously they weren't expecting that ball to bounce off the mound like it did. So everybody was kind of out of position for the relay. So
how about this? They're going to take their closer out of the ball game and go to a lefty matchup, a left-handed reliever out there. So we'll take a pitching change timeout and reset the scene here in Lewiston when we come back. It's the 2014 Avista NAIA World Series. back here in the bottom of the ninth. Runner's going to take off for third. The ball gets away. And over to third base on the stolen base is Grant Silva. On the first offering from the left-hander Andy Threet, Silva, who had just doubled, takes off for third base and swipes third. And now, are we going to have, what is this discussion about? No, are we going to do the intentional walk?
Yep, intentional walk. And Threet, by the way.
Are we going to do back-to-back intentional walks? They are. So after ball one, they're going to walk Baez intentionally, and then they're going to walk Kirk Rocha intentionally.
Yep, and play for the double play.
And what I was going to say to you, Dan, I was going to wait to see how it played out. I thought maybe if they could retire Baez for the second out, then you'd have to pick your poison.
Right.
Would you maybe walk Rocha and Seager to get to Torres, or walk just Rocha to get to Seager? What would you do? Well, now with the wild pitch and two bases open, they walk Baez and Rocha, infield in, outfield comes into throwing range, and Kevin Seager, the cleanup man, is up. He's fouled out, flied out, been hit by a pitch, and struck out. So 0 for 3 today.
And is sacrificed twice this year.
Threet's delivery. Breaking ball chopped to the third base line, and there's a foul ball. And I'll tell you what happened right there. The third baseman, Robbie Payne, was trying to initiate some contact and maybe get an interference call, but you can't interfere on a foul ball on the ground. Foul pop-up's a different issue right there. But that ball's a foul ball on the ground, so the runner at third's going back to the bag, and Payne's just trying to get a call right there. So no balls and one strike to Seager, the cleanup man. Tabor trying to rally for its 51st win of the year in this elimination game. Pitch down low for a ball, and a nice job by Fidanza. Boy, now Fidanza, who was going to be the hero with the home run in the 8th inning that gave the Grizzlies a 5-4 lead, is now trying to do everything he can to keep any pitches in the dirt in front of him with the winning run for the Blue Jays just 90 feet away in Grant Silva. Here's the 1-1 offering. Down low, and again a nice block. So they trust Fidanza back there. That's 3 of the 4 pitches we've seen thrown have been breaking balls. The first one got away a little bit from Fidanza, but the runner was taking off for third on the steal anyway. So now the 2-1 offering. Hit in the air to right field. See if they try to send Silva. Camping underneath at his fields, makes the catch. The runner comes, a throw to the plate. Not in time, and the Blue Jays win it. So Tabor College scores 2 runs in the bottom of the ninth and rallies back to eliminate Georgia Gwinnett 6-5. And a lot of twists and turns, Jay McCall, but Tabor College, to me, is still going to be a very dangerous team in this tournament because their offense has been held in check for 3 games, but they found a way to win 2 of those games, and I wouldn't want to be the next team that has to play them.
Yeah, interesting too. The lower seed is knocked off a higher seed this time, as Georgia Gwinnett, the 6th seed in the tournament, will be going home after a 6-5 loss and a very, very entertaining ball game. And boy, there's some sportsmanship right there. The first guy out of the dugout to shake the hands of the opposing Tabor College Blue Jays is the reliever, Zeke McGranahan. And there's the play right there that brought home the 6th run of the ball game, and it wasn't even close.
No, it wasn't close at all. And how about Ryan? I thought I had Longworth in front of me, did I not? I did, over here, I'm sorry, Russell Longworth. Ryan Long, I think it's a former kicker. We've got Russell Longworth, who improves to 10-2. And interestingly enough, I don't think we mentioned this in the top of the ninth, that was his first appearance out of the bullpen all year long, right? And he came in the 9th inning, worked an inning, and he winds up getting his 10th win of the year. And Zeke McGranahan